It's March 8th of 2014. This is the World Indoor Track and Field Championships, taking place in Sopot, Poland. In the men's 60-meter dash, the field that was set to compete didn't necessarily have a favorite, as each of the top 8 athletes that managed to qualify into the final were only separated by less than a tenth of a second in the qualifying round. Historically speaking, the United States would be a favorite to win this race, as since the year 2000, they had won this event a total of 4 times. However, for this 60-meter final, the end result would ultimately be significantly different.
Kilty gets a flying start really out quickly. Chambers alongside him as well, over on the far side. Sue is going well, but Kilty might just about get there. Did he win it?
In this 60-meter World Championship final, Richard Kilty from Great Britain managed to take the gold medal in 6.49 seconds, a top-tier time for the 60 meters, and this would prove to be his first and only gold medal on the championship stage. This win was undoubtedly one of the finest moments for British sprinting, but finishing in second place was an athlete by the name of Marvin Bracy in a respectable 6.51 seconds. This race at face value might not appear to hold too much significance, but trust us, what might look like an innocent world final with a few speedy competitors was the impetus to a massive doping scandal that permeates through the entire sport of track and field.
And Williams on the outside as well. Who got there first?
That looked like Bracy Williams to me, Will.
Marvin Bracy Williams wins again in Memphis.
And takes a bow to the crowd.
After his silver medal in the 2014 World Indoor Champs, Bracy Williams became one of the new faces of American sprinting. He managed to break 10 seconds multiple times in the 2015 season. He continued breaking 10 seconds into the 2016 season, and after becoming an Olympian and running for the United States for years, Williams finally got a global medal in the 100, placing second in the 2022 World Championships with a time of 9.88 seconds, just barely missing the global gold medal by 0.02 seconds. Williams had undeniably proven himself as one of the greatest sprinters in the world, and when combining his junior and senior accomplishments on the global stages, it was impossible to argue otherwise. With 2 global medals now added to his collection, Bracy was positioned to become a superstar over the next few seasons. However, at the 2023 U.S. National Championships, which is an event needed to get to the world stage, a sudden, surprising injury took him out of contention mid-race, eliminating him from making the world team. This moment ended an otherwise solid build-up to his 2023 campaign, and from this moment forward, something changed in Bracy's thinking. At the age of 30, Williams quickly realized that he was now older than almost any other sprinter currently competing, and instead of putting in the training and the work against his peers, he ultimately made the decision to use performance-enhancing drugs. Now, this decision originally started as a joke, but Bracy simply could not shake the idea from his mind. For the previous decade, Bracy had competed with some of the greatest athletes on the planet, and he even made it to the podium against the greatest sprinters in the world. But in his mind, he was only perceived as the second best. In a recent article published by The Guardian, they claim that Williams said, "Everything I've done the right way. My entire life, I've always been looked at as second best. I've never been given respect. There ain't no way these boys are that much faster than me." After expressing these frustrations about only winning silvers, Williams' friend Ray Edwards cracks a joke about how he could get Bracy exactly what he needed to be successful against the other athletes on the track. This was clearly a suggestion that he could get Bracy performance-enhancing drugs, and according to both parties, this only started as a joke. But for Bracy, he simply could not shake this idea from his brain. In a sport dominated by a select few, only the best of the best make it to the top. Except the problem for Bracy was that quite often, the best were proven to have been using performance-enhancing drugs. Like many others before Marvin Bracy, he made the decision to get on a doping program in order to reach higher levels with his performances. Except, unlike many other sprinters, Bracy was almost destined to be caught. And this was because of one whistleblower in his circle who knew exactly when Bracy should be tested. Moving into the early stages of 2024, Bracy was set to use testosterone for his upcoming training. This, like many other PEDs, increases performance abilities by enhancing protein synthesis in the muscles, which in turn leads to greater muscle mass, strength, and power. Moving into the later stages of 2025, it was finally announced that Bracy Williams was officially suspended from track and field for 45 months. A sanction that combined his positive doping test with a new whereabouts violation, where he actually missed 3 tests within a 12-month period. After initially testing positive, Bracy attempted to tamper with the evidence. However, he soon decided to cooperate, and there was even an agreement where he would help the United States Anti-Doping Agency find other athletes that were using. This arrangement was set to bring down a huge system of dopers, but after his whereabouts violation, USADA decided Bracy was not a reliable witness. All of these charges were quite the shock to the athletics world, but just recently, a new update was posted, and that was that Marvin Bracy Williams would officially be joining the Enhanced Games. As of the upload of this video, the Enhanced Games currently include Fred Curley, Reese Prescott, Emmanuel Matadi, Mahamadou Fall, Marius Couche, and also Marvin Bracy. And these are the athletes set to compete in the 100 meters. And there's also a grand prize of $1 million to anyone that can take down Usain Bolt's record. In a very bizarre twist of the narrative, athletes that have recently been banned from world athletics now have a new backup strategy. Join the league that allows for performance enhancement. The response from this new update has certainly been met with mixed opinions. Some find joining a league like this to be a backward move in the sport, while others see it as a natural evolution of running. Make sure to leave your thoughts on what you think down below, and we can have a dialogue on the Enhanced Games. The story of Marvin Bracy is, unfortunately, only one of many recent athletes that have been banned from athletics. There was Fred Curley's recent suspension from his whereabouts failures. There was also Ariane Knighton's recent ban after his positive doping test. We recently saw the New York City Marathon champion suspended for a positive test just a few weeks ago. And unfortunately, this list goes on and on and on. If you're curious as to the full extent of the suspensions and bans, we'll include a global list of ineligible persons in the description down below. But for Bracy, the unique part of this situation is the fact that because of this one whistleblower, the testing agents knew exactly where to find him and when to test him, making him the most obvious target to pursue at the time. The global doping situation will forever be a fight against cheating to gain an advantage, but for now, steps are being made to catch those that work against the system. But, as the World Athletics president, Sebastian Coe, put it, there probably will never be an end to cheating, rather making choices to ameliorate the situation at hand. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time.